in a campaign of Save the Africa Center, but I didn't see you on the table. You are the man who held Africa Center. How is that possible? Please.
I don't know how to answer that one, but I was there in spirit. I don't know which side of the table you wanted to see me on. I was on the other side of the table.
Now, when you hear people talk like this about Africa Center, what comes to your mind?
Well, the truth, there's been a lot of disconnection between ourselves. I mean, well, in myself particularly. I've been at the Africa Center since 1970s, going up, having been a member of the program committee. Things they were discussing like in the last one. I mean, surely would have shed a lot of light on that. We were the committee which was instrumental in actually making the Africa Center tick. By that, I mean, we started the Africa in the Pictures with Kidjo was there. Limpopo Club, yeah, right? Programs like that. Also with Ngugi wa Thiong'o when he did Trial of Dead and Kimathi. We were there then at that time. And my sister there somewhere, 1-0, yeah. So we were part of this committee that organized those programs. I mean, we would have shed a lot of light, especially when it comes to the issue of programming.
I know you are a very patient man. Otherwise, if you were really like somebody else, would have actually probably shouted. Now, what are your plans? What are you doing these days? You know, you have promoted one of the biggest bands from Zimbabwe, Bundu Boys. In fact, everyone here, every musician,
But it's not just Bundu Boys.
Yes.
But we've worked with people like Angelique Kidjo.
Yes.
We're the first one to bring Angelique Kidjo to this country. Baaba Maal.
Yep.
We're behind Baaba Maal, promoting him. KandaBongoman. Amongst many others, Bembea Jazz, you know, lots of African groups.
So
Remy Ongala. I've run out of names.
What are these guys talking about?
Well, this is what really, that's why I was saying there seems to be a disconnection between us, we were there and doing things, and other people who are really keen to do things. I think what should have been done is for them to go back, to look at the positive aspects that happened at the Africa Center, to try and work together with those people who were there. At least will be a much more positive force, because at the moment what I see, there's a lot of people who are thinking they're doing it for the first time. Nothing has been done before, but there is a whole history. But before you get to where you're going, you need to look back so that at least you reach there quicker.
Now, but do you agree with them with what they're saying, that they would like Africa Center to remain where it is, or would you prefer that it move somewhere else, but it still remains Africa Center?
No. Africa Center should always be there where it is. If they want to buy another building, they can buy an annex somewhere else. As we are here, this is part of SOAS. Yeah? This is part of SOAS. But we know SOAS is also somewhere out there in Russell Square. You can do that with the Africa Center. Keep the main building where it is, because for the history, the soul and the memories, things which people commented on, keep it there where it is. But the most interesting thing about this disconnection thing I was saying, we started this campaign well before in 1983. This is why I'm saying at least people like me would have shed a little bit more light on these things. We wrote to the Africa Center management, then which was 3/4 white people, if I can use that term. We wanted representation, hold on. We wanted representations which involved more Africans on the management committee. We were told, I still have those letters with me, from the guy who wrote the constitution, the guy who wrote the constitution of the Africa Center, who was called Professor Allott, who incidentally was also the principal of SOAS, where we're standing now. These were the architects of Africa Center. He replied to our request. He said, Africa Center is a private limited company. Please note, this is not African, and he underlined the word African, center. And to us, that meant a lot. We thought we would reorganize ourselves and publicize and let people know that there's this misnomer where people are coming here and thinking that is the African Center, but it's not, because we've been told categorically. And Nigel stopped us because we wanted to go and picket outside of the Africa Center, we say to them, why don't you call it British Institute for African Studies or something like that? Because a lot of African people are coming here thinking that this center belongs to them, but that is not the case. And we're told categorically that.
Okay, Limpopo, just quickly, if we want to find out Limpopo, where is Limpopo these days?
Limpopo at the moment is a roving club.
Yeah.
We play in different places. We do gigs in Passing Clouds and other clubs up and down the country. So we're not building based at the moment. We lost our building, so to speak.
Because of time, Wanda, thanks very much. What we're going to do, we're going to arrange another meeting. We will talk, you know, we can talk for 6 months, you talking about Africa Center. But it has been a pleasure to give us this kind of insight. Because
no, but you needed a little bit more. Let me just include one thing.
Please go ahead.
When the Limpopo Club was shut, the man who was speaking there is the one who wrote a letter to us. What we were advised was that they were going to close the club. This was a fully functional club.
Who is this? Is this the white guy?
K. Whiteman, the guy was talking about.
Okay.
Right. This was a full functional club with lots of people attending it. We, at that time, had just received a grant from the Arts Council. We were paying Africa Center £2,000 a month in rent, yeah, cash every month. And we were told, oh no, we need to renovate the building and we have to stop the club. Right? We tried to fight that, but they clearly were not interested in having the club running, from what we see with BD there. And a lot of us came together out to run a campaign against them, but they were not having it.
And also because they foolishly...
Come in. So let us hear your friend.
The structure was... Their economical structure was very stupid, because what they did, that bar, they'd given it a franchise just to the people who run it for very, very low cost. And they had the franchise of the bar upstairs. I mean, they did not have the economical, how we say,
if I
vision.
could put this question right to you now, do you really think there is something going on here with Africa Center?
Yes, it's inevitable.
We as people from Africa, we know when there is something really going on. It's a small club. Maybe there is something.
If you were a simple trustee, why? Explain to me. Why would you want to hold on to it? Why? Why are you so keen to hold on to it? I mean, explain that to me. I mean, personally, if I was a trustee and all the trouble and grief I'm getting, I'm saying, hey, you guys, you think you can do it? Do it. And these guys adamantly don't want to do it, so I don't know what's going on.
Let me ask you another question quick. Do you really think we as Africans, we accommodate and we like to listen to people talking? Because when a person comes and tells you, oh, this is going to be blah, 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 do we believe so much?
Well, that's when the British man hides. That's where well, not, I won't say the British man. I would say, like, you know, the society that we've created. We hide ourselves behind these kind of committees and things. So.